What's going on, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, and today I want to talk about 2015's Games of the Year so far. Now, we're about 7.5 months through 2015, and thinking back, we've had some awesome games come out this year. And no matter what platform you play on, there has been some great games for everyone to play. And I feel fortunate to have been able to play quite a few of the new games that have come out this year, and I've kind of made it one of my goals to play as many different games as I can this year. That way, come end of the year, I have a great library to choose from for Game of the Year. But before I dive into my list, I do just want to say that these games that I have listed are what I think are going to be Game of the Year contenders and what are currently on my Game of the Year list for 2015. So, in no particular order, starting with number 1 is Dying Light. And for those of you that don't know, Dying Light is a first-person parkour open-world zombie game. And I gotta be honest with you guys, as I was playing this game way back in January, the beginning of the year when it came out, I didn't think it would make my list. I didn't think it would be a Game of the Year contender, but looking back and thinking about the game in its entirety, this game was good. It was really good. Dying Light doesn't have the best story, but I think what makes this game stand out is its gameplay. Now, its gameplay is far better than its predecessors, Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide, and it just feels good. The combat is fun, the parkour is very well done, it's fun to get from point A to point B as you traverse this vast open world. The game looks gorgeous, the quests they're fun, they're plentiful, and it's just a good, solid game, and it's very enjoyable. I know a lot of people loved it, and I was so happy to see this game experience the kind of success that it did, because if it would have came out in, let's say, November of 2014, it wouldn't have done as good as it did. So I was happy to see that. Next up on my list is the PlayStation 4 exclusive Bloodborne. And I wouldn't consider myself a total noob when it comes to the Souls games, because when Demon's Souls first came out, I dabbled in that a little bit, did not get very far because I got super frustrated, and I was like, nope, not for me, done. I do have Dark Souls, never played it, but in preparation for Bloodborne, when that game was coming out, I decided, you know what, I'm going to dive into Dark Souls 2, give this game a fair shot. And I got through a couple bosses, and I definitely want to continue my playthrough of Dark Souls 2, but I was like, okay, this is cool. And then when I decided to dive into Bloodborne and pick the game up, I decided, you know what, I'm going to play through this game in its entirety and really try to beat the game. I'm going to just put forth an effort. I streamed my entire playthrough, and holy crap, that game is so good. I think what stands out about this game the most to me is its set pieces, its environments. The bosses are well designed. The game obviously is super challenging. I think the combat is fun. It's faster than the previous Souls games, and it's just fluid, and everything about the game is it's good. And when you get that sweet taste of victory, oh man, it's awesome. It's so good. It was definitely a game I couldn't put down, and I had a blast playing it, and I definitely want to play through it again to get one of the other endings. And I do think it is one of the best games out on the PlayStation 4. Next up on the list is Batman Arkham Knight. And this is the third and final game from Rocksteady, the guys that brought us the other Arkham games. I'm excluding Arkham Origins because I haven't played that, and it was done by a different studio. But Arkham Knight, to me, is the perfect conclusion to the Arkham games and the story that Rocksteady told of Batman. It's so good. And though there was a few pieces of the game I didn't like, basically just the tank battles, everything else was awesome. I thought the story was good. It's very dark. It's gritty. The combat and gameplay are smooth, they're fun, it's fast, and it's everything you know and love about Batman. I thought the side quests were well done, they were fun to do, and the game does a great job of making you want to do all the side quests and collect the painful Riddler trophies, because once you 100% the game, that's how you get the true ending, and let me tell you, it's certainly worth it. Overall, Batman Arkham Knight is just a fantastic game from start to finish, and it was another game that I just couldn't put down. Last up on the list is the game you are watching right now, and that is Rocket League. This game has been a surprise hit for 2015, and the thing about this, it's so simple. All it is soccer with cars. But it's so good and it's so much fun. I don't even like soccer, and I've been addicted to this game ever since I downloaded it and booted it up because there's just something about it. There's definitely a skill level there. There's definitely a learning curve there to be really good at this game, but it's easy enough to where anyone can just kind of hop in and just have fun with it. And that's what makes this game so great. There's nothing uberly complicated about it, and anyone and everyone can get in on the fun. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, how can an indie game be considered a game of the year? And, well, let's look back a couple of years. You had Journey in 2012, you had Resogun in 2013, you had Shovel Knight in 2014, 2015 is no different with Rocket League. And I certainly think this game will get some nominations for Game of the Year. It's definitely got some stiff competition, but there are some awesome indie games out there, and Rocket League is one of them. I guarantee you if you were to go download Rocket League and play it, you would love it, and you would understand what all the hype is about. It's so good. Please go play this game. I do want to take note and say that The Witcher 3 is not on this list because, well, I haven't beat the game. And I got to be honest with you guys, that game is awesome. I've loved from what I've played from it so far, but I've gotten so lost on side quests, I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing anymore. And that's my biggest problem with that game, is that it's like too big. I never thought I'd say that, but the game is too big in my opinion. But I do want to keep playing it, and maybe when I beat it someday, it'll make the list. And there you guys have it. Those are my picks for the best games of 2015 so far. I'd love to know what you guys think about my picks, and if you guys have some favorite games that you've been playing, down in the comments section below. If you guys enjoyed the video and this awesome Rocket League gameplay, don't forget to leave a like. And if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button because I got a lot of great things heading to your inbox. Until next time, I'm Bonfire, and I will see you online. Hey guys, don't forget about Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, and hit that button down below.